Hello, hello. It's Diana from DianaMarchand.com. And I'm here today to talk about cravings, why you have them, why you could have them. And there's even some reasons that you may not even realize. This is the thing. And I'm going to start with kind of a quote. It's kind of a quote. I wrote it down here because it is in I've been doing a lot of mindset work, and that's really what it's all about, is right, like overcoming our limitations, our stories, our excuses, why we do the things we do, what's behind it, right? And what this says is it is what you are feeling on the inside that creates the outside. So your outside reality, the things that go on in my dog eats every time. Even when it seems like the outside, so your circumstances, create your feelings, create your reality and your feelings, it's actually the inside, your feelings, what's going on inside of you that creates the outside world that you live in, right? So we often want to blame circumstances, people, stress, emotions. This is happening, that's why I do this, that's why I do that, right? But it's actually how you feel about yourself. Oh, now I'm gonna get or how you feel about certain things. So that creates your cravings, your yearnings, your blockages, your sabotages, and it creates all aspects of your life, right? So cravings are a crazy, funny thing because they can be caused by and about so many things. Now, we know some of the real, like, physical things, what you put into your body. If it's not the right types of foods, it can cause cravings. So I'm going to start with that. Your body needs not just carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, which yes, it does, but what it really needs when you're broken down is the nutrients, vitamins, minerals, essential fatty acids, amino acids, right? Those are the building blocks of your cells. So those are the nutrients your cells require. And yes, they are carbohydrates, but also sugars. Pure sugar is a carbohydrate, right? You're not going to do that. You're not going to have like a ton of sugar. So we're talking about good, healthy nutrients in the foods you eat, okay? When you do not receive enough of those kinds of nutrients, vitamins, minerals, essential fatty acids, amino acids, right? When you do not receive enough of those, your body is going to signal to you, hello, I have not been fed properly. I'm hungry. You need to feed me, right? And so for us, sometimes we're like, oh, I'm hungry. What am I going to eat? What do I want? I'm going to grab this. It's fast. It's easy. I'm going to grab this, right? We often grab the high carby, the simple carbohydrate stuff that actually cause us to crave those even more. Our body gets addicted to them. So food addictions, being addicted to, so simple carbohydrates like the rice cakes, the white flours, the scones, the muffins, the breads, the candies, all those things. All of those things convert right to sugar, right? So our body gets addicted to them. Pretty much worse than cocaine, almost, or as bad as cocaine. We get a chemical addiction to how those things make us feel. And so that is a big part of the craving, especially if you crave those things. Now, there's also, if you crave sugar, again, we're talking about nutrients. You could be missing potassium. You could be deficient in potassium, okay? So potassium. So take a look at that. But basically, like, again, that's a mineral that we get from our foods. And so this is the thing, when you're not eating properly, you're not eating enough of these high quality nutrients in high quality, good, healthy foods, you will be deficient in some of them. They will cause you to crave things, right? Like sodium, when we're craving salty, fatty things. Sodium, right, like is celery. So we're talking about, you don't have to worry about the sodium, celery, beets, carrots. And I'm not just talking salt, right? I'm talking about foods that contain sodium, the good, healthy foods. So basically, it's really around what we're not eating. And here's some other things. Okay, so now that's the foods, right? So you could be missing certain nutrients. So that means by eating a really healthy, balanced diet, eating foods that are high nutrient dense, then your cravings decrease. And I see this every single time for every woman that goes into my programs. So your cravings can absolutely decrease positively. But another thing that could be going on when we're talking about, it could be dealing more emotional cravings, stress cravings, right? You're eating emotionally, you're craving, you're munching, you're thinking, you're craving these things, but really there's something within you that's not being fulfilled, satisfied. There's something you're craving. What is your soul craving? What is your heart craving? What are you craving? Do you not spend enough time on your own doing things that bring you joy? Is there not enough sweetness in your life, right? Like you're working, sleeping, eating, right? These things suck your energy. So when our energy is depleted by things that we feel are out of our control, right? We are going to find ways to get back that energy. Oh my God, I need energy right now. What can do that for us? Sugar. So, I mean, this isn't a wise thing. Our body's given us little clues, but basically we grab the sugar because we know this is an instant energy, right? So even though it is, you're craving something as in heart, connection with people, you're craving love, you're craving joy, you're craving fun, you're craving free time for you, you're craving things that you desire, creativity, all of those things that you're not giving yourself because you're telling yourself you're too tired, you're too busy, there's no way you have time, you can't afford to do any of those things. That's going to show up in some way. Your body knows when you're out of alignment. That means when you're just feeding one area of you, which would be, I'm just working. I'm working and living and making a living and working and working and working. That's not a balanced life. You cannot bring your body back into better balance if you don't balance your life in a way, as in you can work long hours if it's in your own business and you feel good, satisfied, happy, fun, fulfilled, right? So it just means where in your life do you know it's completely out of balance, where you're not doing things for you, that you know you're depleted, is sucking your energy. This could be people, right? Who do you tell yourself is stressing you out? He's stressing me out. I got to eat these things. I eat when I'm stressed. I eat when I'm emotional. Yet you allow yourself, and you stay in these patterns of repeating those things over and over again, right? And so therefore you just continue to use that excuse. I eat when I'm emotional. Therefore I'm going to eat now. This is my reason. This is my justification for being able to do this. That's keeping yourself in the pattern, keeping yourself stuck, keeping yourself in your story and not changing it. Okay? So there's many, many reasons, and this is what a lot of people don't realize. You may crave those things because you're bored. What if people who eat at night? You know what? Pretty much every single time somebody says they eat at night, they can't seem to stop. When I start talking to them about, do you feel unfulfilled some way? Do you feel bored? Is there something you want to do but you're not allowing yourself because you think, I have no time, I have no money, there's no way, I'm too old, whatever. Pretty much every single time they say, yes, that's very true, right? So that's a lot about snacking at night and feeding and wanting, craving those things at night. So think about these things. What's on the inside of you? What is your body telling you when you crave those things? What is your body saying to you, right? What emotions, what stress, what are you allowing to take over your life? You're losing choice. You're losing your power to these things because you don't want to deal with them, because you don't want to say, you know what, this is really what I need to take care of in my life. This is what I need to change. Whether you fear it, whether you have fear of telling somebody, needing to say no to somebody. I don't want to do this anymore. I need to do things for me. Maybe leaving a relationship, maybe leaving a job, right? Maybe not being around certain friends because you feel like they suck all your energy and they're negative and whatever doesn't feel right in your life. Those are the things that also can cause you to crave, can cause you to eat those bad foods, right? Because you're just trying to grab some sort of moment of pleasure in your life because you don't give yourself those moments otherwise. Think about it. Really something to think about. And make sure you're part of my Facebook community for women over 40, women creating healthy lives, because I do special free trainings in there. I post videos, I post my food, what I eat, I post recipes, motivation, inspiration, and everything for living healthy and happy over the age of 40. And of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I do one-on-one coaching, always have programs and core courses and one-on-ones going. So feel free to reach out to me. You do not have to go through this alone. Get the results, learn how to eat right for this phase of your life and begin getting results. Feel amazing. Drop the stories, drop the excuses, and be on your way. All right, thanks so much for tuning in. I'd love to hear any comments or questions you have below. Thank you. Bye-bye.